What's up, guys? Welcome to part 7 of the What If Azula Was the Avatar video series. I know it's been a long time, so in case you forgot, I just want to quickly remind you that at the end of part 6, Lee got beaten by Zhao, and Avatar Azula was getting attacked by Combustion Man, and she blasted herself to another place. So yeah, in case you forgot, that is what happened at the end of part 6. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and once again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and comment your thoughts on it, and yeah, enjoy. Zuko, please stop training for a second, yells May. You still have 2 more days before you're fully recovered. Zuko stops doing what he's doing and looks at May. I have to be at the top of my game if I want to beat Azula. I almost had her this time. The strength of my firebending has far exceeded hers. The only issue is she's quicker and more skilled than me, and I don't think I can bridge that gap in such a short period of time. My best bet is to work on my precision. If I can be more accurate with my attacks, I can take Azula out before she comes in close range. Zuko sits down next to May. May hands Zuko some herbal liquid medicine. Zuko drinks it. How's the old man? Asks Zuko. He's just been meditating all this time. It looks super boring. Hey old man, aren't you going to eat anything? Guru Patik opens his eyes. I do not need to eat anything. I got my onion and banana juice, smiles Guru Patik. That looks disgusting. Back at the Northern Water Tribe, Master Paku is teaching his students how to waterbend. Sangok, you idiot! You're doing the water whip completely wrong. I can't believe I took you in as one of my pupils. Master Paku, yells a waterbending soldier. The Fire Nation has sent an entire fleet our way. It seems they're prepared to engage in an all-out war. What? Lee lays on the ground with a completely emotionless face. Lee, are you okay? Yells Maki. Lee does not respond. He's got bruises all over, thinks Maki. Should I take him to a doctor? But if I spend my time doing that, then what will happen to Avatar Azula? Maki walks towards the boat's wheel. She sets sail for a nearby village. I'm sorry, Avatar Azula, thinks Maki. I'll be back for you as soon as I can. 3 days later. Admiral Zhao and Combustion Man stand on their ship, searching for Azula. It's been 3 days, damn it, yells Zhao. There's still no sign of her. Could she have drowned? No chance, responds Combustion Man. Zhao looks over at him in shock. That's the first time I've heard you speak. I always thought you were mute. Combustion Man doesn't respond. Alright, well if you're so confident, then maybe you're right. It's been 3 days, Doctor, says Maki. Is he okay? The doctor looks up at Maki. Initially, I thought he had some deeper physical ailment that drastically lowered his life energies. Turns out I was wrong. Physically, he's fine. I think there may be something wrong mentally. Maki looks at Lee in worry. Lee, what's going on with you? Lee does not respond. Azula lays flat on the ground. Using her arms, she manages to sit herself upright. She slowly opens her eyes. Where am I? Thinks Azula. Azula looks around and sees a large amount of trees and vines. She stands to her feet. She starts to stumble around. I feel so weak, thinks Azula. Why is that? Immediately she starts to remember what happened to her. That's right. I was getting attacked by that assassin freak. I was almost knocked into the sea, and then I entered the Avatar state and blasted myself upwards with my airbending and ended up in this place. I was in the process of recovering from my previous injuries, so after getting hit by one of his attacks and going into the Avatar state, naturally I'm going to be exhausted. Azula stumbles forward. I've got to find my way out of here. I should try to get some food into my system. Is there anything edible here? All I can see is vines and trees. There's no fruits or anything. Can people even survive here? I haven't seen one living person yet. Azula walks around a few more feet and notices swampy waters ahead of her. Maybe I can find some food in here. After a few minutes of searching, she finds a cat gator residing in the swamp. She shoots out a fire jab and hits the gator. The gator sinks into the water. Azula jumps after it. After a few seconds, Azula gets the cat gator out of the water, cooks it, and eats it. I got a bit of my energy back, thinks Azula, but I'm still very tired. I have no idea how I'm going to get out of this place. I guess I'll just use this time to rest up. Hopefully, Maki and Lee find me soon. If not, I'm going to have to make my own plans. In the meantime, all I can do is rest. Lee, talk to me. What's going on? Asks Maki. Why do you even have to ask that? Mumbles Lee. You know what happened between me and Zhao. Maki goes silent. I'm not really sure what to do now. My life feels meaningless. Maki slaps Lee across the face. Snap out of it, Lee. I know you feel terrible right now. I understand, but you've been given an opportunity to take back what you've lost. Don't waste this chance moping around. Do something about it. You don't understand. I don't have any drive anymore. I don't care. I just just don't care about anything. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. You have to get up and fight back. You can't let Zhao get away with this. Look, why don't you just go? It's been 3 days since Azula's gone missing. Shouldn't you be looking for her? I'm not leaving until you get better. I appreciate the thought, but you're wasting your time. You're a true soldier, aren't you? Your leader needs you. Go help her. It's true, I swore my allegiance to Avatar Azula. But we've been friends for years, Lee. As much as I respect Avatar Azula, if it's a choice between saving you or saving her, I'm picking you every time. You would do the same for me. Like I said earlier, you're wasting your time. I don't have the will to do anything. So what are you going to do? Probably just lie here? In a few days, I'll end up dying of thirst. So that's it, huh? That's how you're gonna go out? Yeah. Come on, Lee. You can't just do this. Here, look at it this way. A duel doesn't officially end until someone is killed, right? So that means your duel with Zhao still isn't over. You need to get up right now and finish your duel. Lee goes silent. Technically, you're right, says Lee, but it doesn't matter anyway. You were watching the entire time, weren't you? I was so pathetic. I couldn't land one hit on him. He avoided every single attack I threw at him. He didn't even feel the need to use his firebending against me. I've honestly lost hope of catching up to him. The situation just looks too bleak. Come on, Lee, where's that spark of yours? I know you can do it. You just have to work a little harder. I worked the hardest I possibly could. Azula was right. I took my talent for granted. I didn't hone my skills. Absolutely zero training. While I was sitting around doing nothing, Zhao was getting stronger. Frankly, I don't even deserve to beat him. I'm a complete idiot. There are still ways you can beat him. How? Look, Lee, I've told you this before. You don't think things through. You're impulsive and impatient. Your personality reflects in the way you fight. As soon as Zhao challenged you, you ran straight towards him. There was no strategy, no planning, just straight action. As you've learned, you're not able to win all your fights like this. If your enemy is significantly stronger than you, you are going to be beaten profusely. So what I'm saying is, if you want to beat Zhao, you gotta use your head. If you can't beat him physically, then try to outsmart him. How would I even do that? Intelligence doesn't matter in a fight if you're too weak to do anything. I agree with you. That is why I do not believe I will be able to beat Zhao, despite being smarter than him. But you, on the other hand, are far stronger than me. If you start fighting more tactically and conservatively, you may be able to win. Maybe. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to use some of the money we have to hire one person to steer the ship and another person to be a lookout. That way, I can use that time to train you on how to fight more conservatively and use your environment to your advantage. Does that sound good? I guess, mumbles Lee. A band of vines covers Azula and slams her into a tree. Her eyes widen in shock. What is that? Thinks Azula. Azula stares directly into the face of a large vine monster. The monster smashes Azula directly into the ground. Azula screams in pain. The vine monster throws her to the other side. Azula falls directly into the swamp. She struggles to get up. This creature is too powerful, thinks Azula. The vine creature quickly grabs Azula. Ugh. Not again. Azula breathes fire on the monster's arm, causing it to fall off. She drops to the ground. Take that, you big ugly monster, laughs Azula in delight. After tasting just a little bit of my power, I'm sure you're just trembling in fear. Now you don't even have an arm. Ha! That is what happens when you mess with me. The vine monster quickly regenerates its arm using the vines around it. Azula's mouth drops. Are you kidding me? Exclaims Azula. You can regenerate your limbs? This is the strongest creature I've faced, thinks Azula. In my current condition, I don't think I have a chance. The vine monster outstretches its other hand in an attempt to grab Azula's face. Azula allows herself to fall on the ground in order to avoid the attack. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to die here. With the amount of energy I have, I don't think the Avatar state is going to rescue me anytime soon. I've got to act quickly. Listen, screams Azula. Crazy monster guy. I don't want any trouble. I don't know why you're trying to kill me, but I'm sorry for whatever I did. Hopefully this works. The vine monster stops moving. All the vines that make up the monster drop to the ground, revealing a man. I saw you hunt and kill a cat gator, says the man. We don't eat cat gators here. Don't do it again. Azula's eyes widen. You're a human? Why, of course I am. Listen, do you think you could teach me how to do that thing you just did? The man raises his eyebrows. You're a firebender. There's no way you can learn this. No, you see, I'm the Avatar. I can bend all 4 elements. The Avatar? Yes. You know, there was once an Avatar that lived here with us. He was a good friend of my father. Maybe history is meant to repeat itself. I'll teach you what you want to know. Just don't harm the swamp or any of the cat gators, okay? Understood. "The name is Hugh, by the way. I'm Azula." Azula tries standing up in an attempt to follow him, but falls to the ground. "Are you okay?" "I'm really weak right now. I'm going to need some medical attention. I may have just the thing." Hugh walks up to Azula and picks her up. With Azula in his arms, Hugh walks to the large banyan grove tree in the middle of the swamp. He lays Azula down on the ground. "I have some herbs here that can assist you in your healing." "Thank you," sighs Azula. "How much time till I can start learning your vine bending?" "You need some time to rest yourself. Take 2 days. After 2 days, we can begin your physical training. In the meantime, I'll mentally prepare you for what you'll be doing." Maki finds the 2 people that she needs and boards the ship alongside them and Lee. "You ready for your training?" asks Maki. Lee does not respond. "Lee, listen, I get how you feel, but you have to snap out of it. I know it's tough. Just give it one more try. If this doesn't work, go ahead and do whatever you want. But listen carefully to everything I teach you and apply it well." Lee stares at Maki. "Promise me you'll give it 110%. Lee outstretches his hand. "Let's shake on it." Maki shakes Lee's hand in agreement. Team Avatar sets sail to look for Azula. Over the course of 2 days, Hugh explains to Azula what they'll be doing. "Vine bending is essentially just an advanced form of water bending," explains Hugh. "Before you can even get into vine bending, you need to perfect your water bending. Have you done any water bending practice yourself?" Azula pauses. No. I can't let him know how much I've been practicing," thinks Azula. "I'm so bad at water bending. He'll laugh at me." "Okay, well, we'll start with that in 2 days. It's getting late. We should eat now." Hugh tells Azula to follow him and takes her to a campsite where a bunch of other swamp benders are. Azula introduces herself to the water benders and sits down next to Hugh. The swamp benders talk amongst themselves while Azula listens quietly. "These people are weird," thinks Azula. "They talk funny and they smell. They just sit around and eat. They're weirdos." But Hugh, he's surprisingly powerful. In the right setting, he could take out an entire army. "Hugh, I have a question for you," asks Azula. "What is it?" "Why don't you leave this place and do something with your life? You can claim your own territories, build your own army, and be a powerful king." Hugh stares at Azula blankly. "Why would I do that?" "You're incredibly strong. Your vine bending can be a serious threat to a lot of people. Why wouldn't you do it?" Hugh smiles. "That means nothing to me." Azula stares at him in shock. "This is the kind of mentality I expect from weak people. But you're not weak at all. Why wouldn't you want to pursue this? Once you gain power, you can rule a nation. A ruler can have anything that they want. You don't need to worry about others betraying you. You don't have to worry about not having food or not having protection. You will have no problems. You will literally have everything." "I don't need anything, though," smiles Hugh. Azula is completely puzzled. "That is ridiculous. Surely you want something in life." Hugh shakes his head. "I can sit here and meditate for days on end with nothing. I'm always happy." "You're just like that old freak that taught me airbending. In his case, I could understand his pacifist nature. He wasn't particularly powerful, but I don't... Whatever, it's your choice. Be an idiot if you want to." 2 days go by, and Azula finally begins her waterbending training with Hugh. Hugh shows her the fundamentals of waterbending. "This is what I tried to do on my own," thinks Azula. "I'm just so bad at it. Hopefully I'm getting better, though." "You're terrible at this," states Hugh. "What? How could you?" "The problem is that you are a firebender. Fire and water are fundamentally different elements. Firebenders are direct and fierce. They focus primarily on power and strength. Waterbenders aren't like that. Waterbending is more passive. We turn other people's energy against them. Your mentality and the way you fight is the polar opposite of a typical waterbender." Azula is surprised. "Well, what about airbending?" "Airbending is very different from firebending, but I still figured that out. Airbending and waterbending are similar, but not exactly the same. Airbending is more about evasion and defense. Air and fire are very different elements, but they aren't the opposite. You've perfected your offense through firebending. You've perfected your defense through airbending. Now you have to perfect counterattacking through waterbending." Azula nods her head and starts focusing on her waterbending training. Zuko and the remaining soldiers in his army prepare to leave in order to look for Azula. "Prince Zuko, what are we supposed to do with this geezer?" asks the soldier. "Just leave him here," responds Zuko. "All he does is meditate all day. And all you do is your crazy dance moves," retorts Guru Patik. "What? You heard me." Zuko scoffs. "Whatever, just sit here and rot, you old gas bag. Can't I come with you? Why would I bring you along with me? You're a weak old man. I could care less about you. Let's go, guys." Zuko and his crew prepare to leave the air temple. You know, I was good friends with your uncle. Zuko stops dead in his tracks. He turns and faces Guru Patik. You knew my uncle? Oh, yes. He was a great man. He loved you very much. Zuko frowns. I'm sure you miss him. If you want, I can share you some of his stories, smiles Guru Patik. Zuko looks at him dead in the eyes. Why do you want to come with us? Guru Patik's smile turns into a straight face. Well, you see, I'm trying to stop you from making a horrible mistake you will regret. Zuko's eyes widen. What are you talking about? Avatar Azula did not kill your uncle. Zuko shoots a fire jab directly in front of Guru Patik. You liar! You're trying to manipulate me. You said it yourself. You were training the Avatar. So you can't backtrack now. You are and always have been on her side. Soldiers, finish him off. Two soldiers run directly towards Guru Patik. Did your uncle ever mention the White Lotus? Asks Guru Patik. Zuko's eyes widen. Wait, soldiers, stop! The soldiers stop running. What is it, Prince Zuko? My uncle's favorite Pai Sho tile was the White Lotus. He talked to me about it a lot. It seems like this guy isn't lying about knowing my uncle at least. Zuko turns and heads towards his tundra tank. I don't have time to question him on specifics. We've wasted enough time here already. I've got to capture the Avatar. Bring him with us, commands Zuko. A few hours after Zuko's departure from the Eastern Air Temple, Kenji walks out of the doctor's healing hut in a lot of pain. Damn that woman, thinks Kenji. She got me good. The Fire Nation. They've always been causing me and my family pain. Kenji punches the ground hard. I will get my revenge. The Fire Nation is going to pay. This is getting annoying, yells Zhao. 5 days and still nothing. Why did I even bother listening to you? The Avatar wouldn't die that easily, states Combustion Man. I fought her. I know it. Zhao scoffs in annoyance. Okay, look. There is one more forest-looking thingy over there. We will check that place out. If she's not there, we're giving up this wild goose chase. There's a Fire Nation ship to the northeast, yells the lookout. Maki stops training Lee and stares in that direction. Could that be Zhao's ship? Asks Maki. No way, responds Lee. They had a 3-day head start on us. There's no way we caught up to them this quickly. Well, you have to remember that they probably were not sailing in the same direction over the course of those 3 days. They do not know where Avatar Azula is, so they were most likely sailing to different islands and villages to see if she ended up there. Plus, I don't think there is another Fire Nation ship out looking for Azula. There's a good chance that this is Zhao. Maki looks directly at Lee. Are you ready?